Today for our daily cancellation, we're going to cancel body shaming. Not the thing itself, not the shaming, but rather the focus on it, the hysteria over it, the claims made about it. That's what we're canceling. And just for example, we'll start with this. And this year, has been a chaotic parade of major news stories, one after the other. Perhaps none have been quite as significant, though, as the news that made headlines across the media landscape this week. You no doubt have probably already heard. Pop singer Billie Eilish was body shamed. This is a big deal. You're supposed to care about this sort of thing, though nobody is sure exactly why. Trumpet blasts resounded, alerting the whole internet to the incident, which quickly became a national crisis. Fox News says Billie Eilish claps back at body shamers. Yahoo reports Billie Eilish responds to body shamers. MSN tells us Billie Eilish body shaming video goes viral as singer responds to trolls. The Independent, Elle, ET, Cosmopolitan, other publications had their own reports. BuzzFeed, as always, published the definitive essay on the topic in a post titled, "Grown-Ass Adults, Please Stop Body Shaming Billie Eilish." That article, written by Pulitzer candidate Ryan Shockett, informs us that a recent photo of the singer walking down the street wearing a tank top and shorts and sandals with socks set off a wave of critiques, commentary, and discussion. Now, by the way, as an avid sock and sandal wearer myself, unapologetically so, I would hope that the photo would, if anything, help to normalize the sock and sandal community. But instead of discussing the advantages of footwear that allows you to proudly show off your favorite socks instead of hiding them inside dreary and boring shoes, it seems that the discussion, in this case, took a negative turn. The body shamers were out in force. A whole wave of them, part of the body shaming epidemic, as it has been called. All of them set on ruthlessly mocking and belittling Billie Eilish. One of the body shaming tweets from an anonymous user said, "In 10 months, Billie Eilish has developed a mid-30s wine mom body." Another body shamer said, wait, there wasn't another one. That was pretty much it. There was precisely one negative comment from some guy in England who goes by the handle GameSnosh. And many thousands of comments from people mercilessly scolding him for his rude behavior while heaping compliments and accolades on Eilish. Now, I have not counted all of them, but I would guess that there's probably a 100,000 to 1 ratio of positive to negative comments, and that's probably a significant understatement. Also, the people saying nice things include powerful media platforms, fellow celebrities. The people saying mean things include GameSnosh. Though in fairness, if I scoured Twitter, I'm sure I could probably find up to a dozen, accounts with anime avatars also insulting Eilish in hopes of leeching some of the attention from the dastardly GameSnosh. But all told, I don't think there's a real problem here. Lots and lots of people are saying very nice things about a woman who walked down the street wearing shorts. One dude said not nice things. This is not exactly Pearl Harbor in terms of national significance. True, Eilish has been targeted by shamers before, or so I'm told. She's spoken out about the body shaming and issued many eloquent clapbacks over the years. But again, a look at her Instagram account or music videos on YouTube reveal a very near unanimous agreement that Eilish is beautiful, amazing, brilliant. She also won 6 Grammy Awards this year, which should serve, I would think, as a nice self-esteem boost. But even with millions of adoring fans and legions of internet warriors ready to leap into action to rip anyone to shreds should they utter the mildest insult about her looks, music, or anything else, we're still told that there's a real problem, even a newsworthy problem, of Billie Eilish being body shamed. It's not just Billie Eilish. To hear the media tell it, you would think that we live in a culture utterly beset by body shaming. Great effort is made to denounce body shaming, counteract body shaming, raise awareness about body shaming, eradicate body shaming. And the body shaming problem has attracted such intense focus that it's even been broken down into subcategories. We've gotten very specific with it. There's the infamous fat shaming, the slightly less infamous skinny shaming. Plus there's tall shaming, short shaming, hair shaming, bald shaming, skin shaming, teeth shaming, foot shaming, hand shaming, breast shaming, butt shaming. And we could continue down the list of body parts, all of which have their own dedicated shamers and also their own dedicated anti-shamers. But at least we could say the shaming is relegated to external features so far. I'm not aware of any spleen shamers or kidney shamers. Yet, despite the exorbitant attention paid to the problem, I doubt that people are more likely to make mean comments about your body today than at any other point in history. In fact, it seems quite certain that body shaming today is much less common than it once was. After all, there was a time when you could walk outside, you put on your Sunday's best and head into town to laugh at obese people and hairy women at an event that was literally called a freak show. We may have our own ways of gawking at strange physical specimens these days, but we usually do it through reality TV, and usually it assumes an ostensibly inspirational or medical tone. My 600-Pound Life on TLC, for example, is a show about extremely obese people, but it sells itself as an opportunity to follow participants as we document their life-saving journey. This is a kinder and gentler approach to the spectacle for, at least in this sense, a kinder and gentler age. And it's probably the best we can hope for from a fallen species such as ourselves. Now, I'm not saying that nobody is ever shamed for the way they look. I know they are. I am. I read my YouTube comments on occasion. You bastards. But if a person is subjected to a greater quantity of mean comments today, it's only because we interact with so many more people and we put ourselves in front of large audiences all the time as part of living our half-human, half-cyborg lives in cyberspace. There's always going to be small, petty jerks who love snickering anonymously from the sidelines if given the opportunity, but all the attention they're given only makes a troll molehill into a mountain. Most people, whether on the internet or in three-dimensional space, are not inclined to make any comments about your physical looks, and most who are inclined will say nice things. And if you are ever subjected to a genuinely vicious attack, you can always post about it on Facebook and get thousands of people lining up to assuage your damaged ego and donate generously to your GoFundMe campaign. What we should consider is that maybe the real epidemic when it comes to body shaming and bullying generally is that we are so unable to deal with it. The interesting question is not, why are all these people saying mean things? But rather, why are all these people incapable of handling the mean things that are said to them? We could run around till our faces turn blue, demanding that everybody see themselves as beautiful just the way they are. But at a certain point, a person has to learn to function in the world without a constant IV drip of positive emotional reinforcement. If a bit of taunting from the internet peanut gallery causes you to plunge into despair, you probably have issues which the peanut gallery didn't cause and which would still exist even if they all agreed that you're the most gorgeous specimen in the whole world. There isn't much evidence that people are any meaner now than they've ever been at any other point in history, but there is a fair amount of evidence that we're far more vulnerable and dependent upon affirmation than at any other point in history. Some of the reason for this shift isn't hard to decipher. Social media intentionally breeds this kind of fragility and mass codependence. Many billions of dollars have been spent on technology designed precisely to give you this fragile emotional complex, and many more billions have been made because of it. Now, it also should be stated that some of the things we call body shaming can come from a place of genuine, sincere concern on the part of the alleged shamer. Calling somebody fat and ugly or stupid is clearly an insult, but these days we're so determined to eradicate body shaming that even a medically accurate and sound statement like obesity is unhealthy or you shouldn't be proud of being morbidly overweight, even that is denounced as shaming. Billie Eilish is obviously not obese, so this doesn't apply in her case, but we have run so far to the other end of the shaming extreme that now we tell people to embrace and celebrate aspects of their physical appearance that they can change and will kill them if they don't. So in the end, body shaming is not all it's cracked up to be. If you really feel shame about your body because some anonymous troll teased you, the problem is less the troll and more the fact that you care what the troll thinks in the first place, that you are, in fact, desperately in need of affirmation from that troll. And his withholding of it causes you to spiral into emotional crisis. That is the problem. In a sense, you are the problem. Focus on that. Hey, you. You right there. Hit the subscribe button right now. Do it right now. I thank you for your compliance. It's somewhat appreciated.